Tonight, we got Sharonda Bowman. She went from a hairstylist. She used to work in her daddy's barbershop. Then she opened her own salon. She's raised children. She's done it all, been there, done that, and got the t-shirt. Yes. She's now a proud school owner. She's a published author. She does the hair replacement. She has a contract with the VA. I can go on and on and on. And she's ready for y'all tonight. She's in her purple. Purple signifies royalty. As we can see, she has her eyeliner on, her eyeshadow, her lipstick. She's looking beautiful for us. We're gonna get this party started. Without further ado, every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we have our weekly Millionaire Barber Mastermind group where we invite a special guest to educate, empower, enlighten, and entertain. Sharonda, welcome. Tell us where you're from. Let's start from childhood on to where you are now. So the party's yours. Let's get started.
All right. Thank you for having me. First of all, Chin, Millionaire Barber. My name is Sharonda Bowman. I am from Georgia, a small town in Georgia. Most wouldn't even know that it exists if you didn't mention Savannah. So I'm near Savannah, Georgia, and I've been doing hair in this area since 1999. So I did hair all those years, stood behind the chair with backaches, feet start hurting after 10 years of doing it. And I'm just excited about where my career is going right now. And I'm excited to be on this live tonight with everyone.
Now tell us, okay, so after high school, what did you do?
After high school, I spent probably about a year and a half just goofing off. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So after about a year and a half, I decided to join the family business, which is the barber and beauty industry. So I went to beauty school and I was doing hair already, and everybody was like, why don't you go to school for hair? And a lot of things I knew how to do, but I didn't know how to do everything. So I started going to beauty school in Savannah.
Okay, and your dad had a barbershop, is that right?
Yeah, well, my aunt, she was the first person in this area that had a beauty supply store back in 1996. She had a beauty salon and a beauty supply. So we all started off with her. And then my dad opened his barbershop once I got out of school. So I worked with him for 14 years in the barbershop.
Okay, so you worked with your daddy for 14 years. What made you decide to leave your daddy?
Well, I found out that a lot of different things went on that year. My mother passed that December. Then in January, his mother passed, which was my grandmother, two matriarchs of the family. It was difficult, and I just knew that I did not want to be so attached that I didn't know how to stand on my 2 feet because I was comfortable there. I was complacent. I had a suite and I didn't have a lot of responsibility. So I would come in late and leave early. So I really wasn't making a lot of money. I just had a job, and I was an entrepreneur, but I didn't have the income that I could have been making. So I knew it was time for me to leave. It was time for me to spread my wings and go.
So you left the nest.
I left the nest. I was so comfortable there. I knew how much I had to pay. And I knew, my dad wasn't a cheap businessman. He made you pay your way. So I had to pay him, but I still was comfortable because I knew, at any given time, if something came up or if this or that happened, he had my back. But I left the nest. That was really the nest for me.
Now, a lot of people get in the comfort zone, and they say the comfort zone is the worst zone to be in. A lot of stylists and barbers, beauty professionals get in the comfort zone, whether they're in a salon suite for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Some of them in the shop for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. But it seems like you get uncomfortable a lot. because you left that nest, and then what did you do?
I opened up a salon. I opened up my own salon. It's about 1,500 square feet. I started renting booths, just went into a world that I never experienced. I did manage smart styles along the way. I worked in those type of places, like haircut places in Walmart and stuff. So I was doing 2 jobs, but I really wasn't focused on, once I opened a salon, I didn't never go back to smart style. I just focused on building the brand there. So I built my brand at the salon, and my income almost tripled. It did triple. And I was surprised, because I didn't really believe that I could make more money in that. So once I had the salon for about a year, I found out about hair replacement. So I went and took a course on that.
Tell us about this hair replacement, because I've heard there's a lot of money in this hair replacement, and I know you've gotten contracts with the VA. You have an online course where you teach people how to do that, and I heard that VA pays a whole lot of money. So tell us about you actually getting approved with that, getting contracts, how much money people can make, because we got this pandemic, and I know a lot of people want to take your course.
All right, so that course, it's not very difficult to find out about that course. You go and take the course. If you're a licensed stylist or a licensed barber, you can do the hair replacement. It's not hard, it's easy. I decided to start teaching it because a lot of people have been interested in learning about it. So I have an online digital course. Everything is digital, online. You can learn and you can rewind it and play it again. I'm not spoon feeding you the information. And also you'll be learning from from an instructor, because I went to instructor school since the last time I talked about this course. So I am an instructor to teach students how to do things now.
Okay, now, why would somebody want to take that hair replacement course from you? Tell us about the contract with the VA, how they paid you. We want to know how much money they paid you too.
Well, they pay anywhere from $500 to $5,000 for those type of contracts. And there's other ways that you can get more contracts from the VA. But the ones for the wigs, you can get paid up to that amount. Once you get your business set up to the position to do so.
Okay, so a stylist or barber or whatever, they can take your course and they can learn how to get set up with the VA to put them in position to get anywhere from $500 to $5,000 from the VA.
That's correct. It's a case-by-case scenario.
Case-by-case scenario. Okay, so now you got your salon, you're making money. What made you do the hair replacement? Get into that.
The salon was getting slow. I couldn't keep booth renters. People was all over the place. They'll sign a contract, then they'll leave before the contract is up. They didn't want to pay the money. They really didn't have the know-how or how to build a clientele. So I told them, I kind of taught them, but I couldn't really teach them because I had my own business that I was running. And a lot of people come in a salon and they think that they're going to be trained by you, but they want to come in as a boss. They want to come in renting a booth instead of coming in as commission and as an employee. They want to start off as a boss. So you give them the opportunity, and then they fail because they don't want to be trained. If you're not teachable, then you can't learn anything.
So how was it running at your shop, your salon?
It was a lot of work, a lot of commitment, ups and downs. My income was up and then it was down. And then I said, I need some consistent income. So I decided to go take the hair replacement course.
Okay. Now, it's not a lot of people that do their hair replacement the way that you do it.
Right. It's not a lot of people that does it. A lot of people don't know how to position themselves. They know bits and pieces, but some people, just waited on the right moment to invest in their self. You have to invest in yourself in order to get ahead. And also, you know, my course, you'll be able to take the course and get your business position. I can't give you an exact date of how soon you'll get the contract, but I can guarantee you that you will get contracts if you follow the strategic course.
Okay, now when this digital world came out, because you've been a licensed stylist for how long?
Since 1999.
Okay, so that's a long time. Then the digital world hit.
Yeah.
Instagram and all that. Tell us how you transitioned into the Instagram and why.
Well, I transitioned to Instagram because every time someone came to me, they had a phone. They were showing me pictures in the phone. The magazines just disappeared. So I stopped buying magazines and people started saying, oh, I want to see your work, but they'll call and they didn't want to come up to the place. They want to see what I had on the internet. So I started purchasing these phones. I started getting smartphones, and I have one. Every time the phone changed, I change because it always is better to make your work look more quality and better. So and they have a lot of different types of phones. So I just decided to get the best phone that I thought was for me, and take quality pictures of my clients, get the proper lighting, and getting the proper they have the ring light. They have so much stuff that you need to get your business set up. So I started doing that, and then that started giving me advertisement. So people were sharing my videos, they'll share the videos, and then they'll share it with somebody else. I have people coming in all the time, but I don't post a lot of my people that I do that have alopecia and that I do for the for those services, because it's I follow the HIPAA rules. It's privacy. You have to respect people's privacy when you start dealing with insurance and when you start dealing with the VA.
So you do a lot of insurance.
Yeah, I do insurance, care credit. Care credit is a service that most doctors' offices use. You can use care credit to take payments for the medical wigs, the prosthetics, and then you can use cash, care credit, insurance, the VA, or you can use credit card or debit.
So your course will help them get set up for this, because I don't know a lot of stylists. I can count on one hand, even less than these 5 fingers, how many stylists I know that do what you do, that know that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even believe it. You know, they want to ask questions. They want to nickel and dime their own self. But one thing about me, I answer what I want to answer, but I'm not going to give the answers to the course for free because I invested in myself and I paid for it. And
the return is great though.
Yeah, the return is great. Like, that's what's really kept the salon afloat. And it actually helped me transition over to where I'm at now, which is in the process of, you know, switching over to the school.
Now, okay, so now you're in the salon. When did you start to get tired of the salon? Because we go through transitions. We go to school and we happy. We want to get a lot of clients. We don't have no clients hardly. Then we graduate from beauty school. We in the shop and we build up our clientele. We real happy again. Then we not happy. Then we get our shop and we're happy again. Then we get all these clients or whatever. And then we get unhappy again. You have the shop, you're doing really well. Why would you want to leave the nest again or be unhappy? Tell us what was going on with you then.
Well, I just, you know, felt encouraged to open a school. For me, I always had an assistant and I was always teaching somebody on my side how to do hair, and then they would leave. And then I always have people asking me how to do, you know, how to do this, how to do that. And I'm like, I'm teaching for free. And then it was a program that came to the salon and said they'll pay me to teach people that's, you know, in between high school. I just got out of high school or college, so they was paying them to come work at the place. And I was like, well, I feel like I'm already, you know, teaching, but I just needed to get the rest of the credentials so I can teach. So that's when when COVID hit, that's really when I decided to take that leap of faith and invest in myself again. And I really don't mind doing hair, but when my shoulders start hurting, my feet, plantar fasciitis, I don't know if it's in my left foot. I have to work on that a lot. And then my hands hurt from working. It's just, once my youngest son graduated in June, and I'm still doing the same job I was doing before I even had him. So I wanted to do something different, but I still know that I wanted to do something in the beauty and barber industry because I love what I do.
So you started thinking about the school?
Yeah, I started researching. That's when I followed you. I was already following you for about a year, and I kept trying to DM you nickel and dime, I bought this, that. I'm like, well, maybe you'll tell me about the school if I pay for my website. If I pay for my website. And that's just how we think. And so you have to change the way we think and invest. So I said, I got the money and I invested in myself so I can I could set up for my retirement. You know, I didn't have a plan for retirement. And I've been doing hair for 20 years, then COVID hit. You know, all I could think about is where's the money gonna come from? They did unemployment for a little while, but that's not the full amount of money that a hairstylist would make. You know, and then they had the stimulus check, and some hairstylists would make that in less than 30 minutes, you know, on one head. So I just knew that I needed to make sure that I had a consistent flow of money so I could continue to live the lifestyle that I had created for myself. Because I'm a very wise person. I watch in the industry, I watch people and see how they go down after they stop doing hair. After they stop, they didn't plan. And if you don't plan, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's what I heard someone say. So I started planning. And
so now COVID hits and you're thinking about a school.
Yeah, and I have had so many people like, you're still open, because two businesses, or it's a four business plaza that I'm in. The one on the right of me closed and the one on the left of me closed. I'm in the middle, and then there's a doctor still open. But like I said, what people don't know is that I do insurance, and I have a lot of clients that I do not post because of their privacy. Like yesterday, I cut off a lady hair. Her hair was all the way in the middle of her back, but I had to cut it off because she's doing chemo and it's falling out. And she was crying. And I don't advertise that because I respect people, and you just don't ever know, how that'll impact them if you put their personal business on the internet. So people were like, okay, everybody else closing, why you still open? And I said, I might have switch over to a school. And when I took your mastermind course, that helped me to make it an easier transition, because I didn't have a clue. I didn't even think about researching it because I saw so many people giving honest testimonials, showing their school, walking through, showing their schools. And I said, people can't make this up. So I'm just gonna go ahead and invest in myself again. And as a hairstylist, every penny that I made, I turned it around and flipped it, put it back into myself or back into the business, because I didn't go out there and, in my career and get a lot of loans, a lot of this or that. And I had all of that stuff in my favor when all of this happened. So I'm not afraid. At first it was kind of like, oh Lord, I'm halfway in there and I'm like, got one foot in and I'm like, ooh, dancing on it, thinking about backing out. But I have so many people from the same mastermind come on and give the encouraging words and motivational, and anything worth having is worth working for. So I've been working pretty hard. I still been doing clients because the salon didn't never close. But I'm still getting everything I need in place for me to get the school open because I already got the school. I already have the school. I'm just working on getting it open.
So tell us about that transition, getting equipment, books, going through all that, but going from a hairstylist to a school owner.
Yeah. The school is exciting. I took in May, I met a school owner that's in the mastermind program, 𝗙𝗏𝗘 Jordan, and she was doing courses online. So I decided that it's best for me to go ahead and get my instructor license so I'll be the teacher at the school and I won't have to hire nobody right away. So that wasn't hard. Once I started reading in the my book, it's like, oh wow, it makes sense because it's stuff that we do every day that we already do and you know it. After being in the industry all these years, it's just some of the things where I'm pretty weaker at, but it's not a difficult course. So I completed that course in the I think it took 7 months, from May to November 5th. So I'm excited. It was a lot going on because I was still working, but it still wasn't difficult. Buying all the stuff, I bought more chairs, the chalkboard, the dry eraser boards. I got 2 of those. Getting all the stuff, it was fun for me because I like to shop. I just was buying stuff. The UPS guy like, you getting any more stuff coming in? I was like, I sure am. So he took 2 weeks off. He thought I was gonna have that heavy duty stuff come, but it's exciting. I don't have any fear. I mean, I spent a lot of time in my younger years being afraid to do things, and then when I did it, it turned out good. So I believe that this school is going to turn out good also. And then having you as a mentor, that's helped, because every time if I don't understand something and I call you, you'll be right there on it. You don't waste time. You take us serious. You respect us. It's just as well as we respect you.
So now, how did you feel when you got those books? Well, tell us about that.
Oh yeah, when I got the books, they were delivered to the salon. It made it real. I was like, oh my God. I picked up the books, and I know they were about 50 pounds. I picked up all 3. They came in like 3 big boxes, and I was so excited. I picked them up, and I was like, oh my God. And I messed up I messed my back up. I promise I did. But I was just excited because it's just like it made it real. And so I've been advertising. I had 5 people that really want to go sign up so far, that really want to be in the course. They're excited, and I showed them the books and gave them a tour. And then once the demolition over, they'll be like, wow. But it's
how did that feel?
It felt good. It just I just would be riding down the road in the car and feel like I want to cry, and not tears of sorrow, but I'm just excited because sometimes we think less of our own self and we don't believe. And I never would have thought that I would meet people from the internet, good people I never met in person, and that's really pushing me to my destiny. Like, that's insane.
So what did you think when we met? Or because I know you had been following me for a while. So tell us about that ordeal.
Okay, so I met you one night. You was doing your Instagram live, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna see what he gonna say about my page and see how bad it is, because I know it is bad. But I've been being lazy. So you was doing the free audit, and I typed in there, audit my page, and then you went on there. You said you said you looked at my picture. I got an A for that, then an F for everything. I had a kindergarten grade on there for that. And I was like, I've been in the industry 20 years. It's time for me to step my game up, you know, and keep it up to speed.
So how did you feel when I said you got an A for that picture, because that was a beautiful picture.
Yeah.
But then I gave you an F for all other stuff. How did you feel?
I knew it was gonna be bad. Cause couldn't never figure out how people was organizing their page. I was like, I want my page like that. Cause I follow 𝗪𝗁𝘁 and I follow a lot of other, you know, celebrity stylists, and their stuff looked nice. And then I saw her shout you out one night. I was like, okay, I don't even know how I'm gonna get in touch with this guy, and I don't even know if, you know, if this is this real. So I did a lot of research for about 1.5 years. And then you did my website, and then that's when I was like, okay, this guy for real now. It's like I'm moving. I don't care. I'm pushing forward. As soon as I get some money, I'm gonna take this course for the school. Yep.
Okay, now how is everybody? Tell everybody where you're at.
So right now, the salon is still open. I have school stuff. I have the kits, the student kits. I have 15 student kits. I have the books and everything. I just got a lot of stuff. It looked like a tornado came through the salon because I got so much stuff there. But I also have the building where the school is gonna be, and it's gonna be in the same place. I don't have to move. Like I say, the building right beside me closed. So the store that was next to me, they closed. So I leased that building. And the guy that owned that building, he's leased me that building, and he gave me a couple of months free rent.
Okay.
So I don't have to worry about paying rent there yet. I just keep paying the rent at the salon, and then once everything is complete, I'll start paying rent over there.
Now, tell us about the city you're in. Tell everybody about that.
Okay, the city that I'm in is called Rincon, Georgia, RINCON.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a small town probably about 10 minutes from Savannah.
Okay.
So it's not a big town. And I've had people come from far as Macon, New York, Washington, D.C., people from Florida. They'll come and get their hair done by me.
So how has it been? What's the word been around town since they've heard that you're opening this school?
Oh, they've been, they'll come ask, did anybody rent the building next to you yet? Asking silly questions like that. Why you want to open the school? The salon wasn't enough?
So they're asking you that?
Yeah, one of my clients, she's been coming to me a long time. So I just posted the chairs right there.
You don't see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got these purple and black chairs.
Yeah, so what happened is the guy in this area, he has a barbershop and his chairs look good. So I followed him, and he referred me to this guy, which is a upholsterer. So I got these chairs for a cheap price. I paid for one chair. For 9 chairs, the amount I would pay for about 2 chairs.
Wow.
So they was all busted. I got an old picture of them, but he redid them. And
man,
he redid them.
Look good.
Yep, he redid them for a good price. And that's the colors of that's the school gonna be on the inside. And then there's a student, she's signing up for the program.
Uh-huh.
And then I
see that contract too. I know that contract.
Yeah, that's the contract. Got the mastermind program, everything with copy, cut, and paste. And I copy, cut, and paste it. And it's just amazing.
Now let's see. Let's go. Well, no, we can go here. So tell us about this.
This is my website. That's the website that you redid. You did it for me. And I love how it has the funnels. So everything is organized. To me, that's easier for me. And then I released that book in August. God Did It, titled God Did It. And
I got that book. I read that book.
Yep. It's a really good book. It just talks about some testimonials. That's the COVID-19 form.
How does this work?
Okay, they'll go to the link and fill that out before they get their hair service, because I don't know who has COVID. And to be honest, I've had several people call me back and say that they ended up with COVID, but it wasn't in a time frame that they was around me. That's the hair loss quiz. So I do have people fill that out. I actually did several Zoom calls for people this during COVID, and I've been charging them $25, and they've been doing it. It's normally $100 for a consultation. That's some before and after pictures of people that allowed me to put them on the page. And
is this a silk press right here?
Yeah. I do a lot of silk press. A lot of my clients are natural. They have good hair. And they just like for it to be taken care of with the hydration treatments and stuff that we do.
Nice photo shoot.
Thank you. I went and had that photo shoot done by a professional. His name is 𝗪𝗫𝘁. He's really good. And the picture right here with the three ladies I did, they were featured in Black Sophisticated Hair magazine. So I did all of their hair in a photo shoot, and they all ended up in the magazine.
Wow.
Yep.
Now, okay. What about this?
This guy, he's a actual nurse practitioner. So once you sign up to be a hair loss specialist, you can partner with nurse practitioners. They can see your patients that have alopecia, and then they will be able to write the prescription for you. And in some cases, you can write the prescription as long as it's for the medical wig.
Now, as far as you doing this, what's the most they ever paid you for one hair service like that?
About $5,000.
How did it feel to get paid $5,000 to do one head?
It felt good. I fell on my knees and I just gave God all the praise, because I didn't even believe it was true. And sometimes, we have to stop thinking like that. And a lot of people do not believe that there's money out there. And I found out another way also to get contracts from the VA once you're signed up. There's so much other money, millions of dollars that they have for people that are minority-owned business. So that's important to get your business if you're a woman-owned business, or even if you're minority-owned business. So many ways that you can set your business up to be successful.
Okay, now I want to go to the school. Let's go.
Okay, go click this chair, and then I had the school link there in it.
Okay, right here.
Yep.
So tell us about that name.
𝗪𝗫 Beauty Academy. That the salon is Salon 𝗪𝗫, and I was gonna name it after the school after me, but I didn't. A lot of people already know Salon 𝗪𝗫, so I just called the school 𝗪𝗫 Beauty Academy. And the 𝗪𝗫 is heaven spelled backwards. I
see that.
Yep, I get people all the time. They'll just come in there and say, my granddaughter named 𝗪𝗫, my daughter name's 𝗪𝗫. I said, well, bring the veil on in here so she can get her hair done. And I just think it's a catchy name. I didn't know it was that popular, but it is. And then here's another student that's signing up right here. She signed up Monday. I had open enrollment Monday, so I was signed up, waiving the sign up fee. She was so excited. Her mask went up, but they're excited. And that's the books I took. That's me with my certificate where I completed the master education. And I have my diploma. I've put it in a big frame. I just didn't post it yet.
Now tell us about the books.
And these are the 𝗪𝗏 student books. That's the student workbook and the student book.
Textbook.
Textbook. So they'll be learning from those books.
Okay, let's take a look at this.
Oh yeah. Is that the?
That's.
You made a video.
Yeah, I did. We did a video. Now, how did you get this logo? Your stuff looks good. It's very professional. It doesn't look like a jackleg, half done. It's just so professional.
So I told the young lady that does the logo, she's in Savannah. I told her that I needed a logo for a school, so I wanted a book. I needed some shears, makeup, or some nail polish, and I wanted the bling, and so she did.
Yeah, it looks very good.
Thank you. And then you made this another funnel for the school.
Yeah, I can take the quiz.
Yeah, so I had people taking the quiz. They're excited.
Do you have any experience? I put no. Do you have a high school diploma, GED? Yes. Next. Have you worked as an apprentice? No. What do you feel your biggest obstacle? Do you have a payment plan?
Yeah. So
okay.
I do have a payment plan. And
be my own.
Also in the mastermind program, we have some links for them if they want to take out a student loan.
Okay. What is your deciding factor? I just put money. Now, when they do this, they fill this out, put their email, and then I'm sure they put their phone number.
Yep.
How is this helping you?
That's how those young ladies that I just showed you, it was several more, but I didn't, I just got the email.
Okay, so when you get that, what do you do?
So I get that, I'll email them back and see what time they could come in and what day works for them to come in and apply.
Okay.
Because I'll call, because the quiz already answers all the questions I need, and then they'll come in and apply. Yep, there's the email there. I got it.
Okay, so you got the email.
Yep. That's awesome.
Now, let me see. So let me see something. We'll go back. Now, how did you feel about your first student that enrolled?
I was choked up a little. I felt emotional. I felt like that. I was like, oh Lord, it's real good. Because
video. No, keep going.
The students, yeah, you did. Okay. When you got students, you know they're gonna pretty much have to stick with you. And then they're gonna be working, they're gonna be interested, they're gonna be for you. They're gonna have to be there because you got something that they want. Which is their education. And
when is your first class?
We aiming for March.
March, okay.
Yeah, so we're getting them applied now, and I'm taking early enrollment because that's the flags. We put flags out right here. We put a bunch of flags by the highway. My son put them out there for me, but it said open house.
Are there any other schools in your area?
The only other school in my area is one like 10 minutes from me, and that's Savannah Technical College. They have a long waiting list, and they also make you take prerequisites. I take math, English, psychology, and something else.
Before getting in beauty school?
Huh?
Before getting in beauty school?
Yes, you have to take all of those prerequisites.
So you don't have a full house.
Yeah, and I'm excited. Like, it's several people. I really haven't made a large announcement because you know the link that you put on my website the other day, that's gonna be going all over the place. So that's when I'm gonna make an announcement. I wanted to make the announcement then, so everybody be the link, everything will fall in place together. Okay.
And how much is your tuition?
But the tuition is $11,000, and then the books and the kit is $1,200. So it come out to $12,200.
Okay. Now, what about your clinic services? So all the money, what they're gonna be doing? Relaxers?
Yeah.
Just everything.
Everything. Everything.
So you have all these women on the clinic floor doing all of these services.
Yes.
And who's gonna get all the money?
The school owner.
Who owns the school?
Me.
So you'll be walking around kind of helping or assisting or whatever. That's gonna be a good feeling. It's like you're gonna have all these free employees, I guess, or workers.
Yes. So I'm excited about that.
Now, what are your clients gonna do?
They're gonna keep coming to the school. I'm letting them know. I'm like, okay, this is about to be a school. Oh, that's good. You gonna keep doing hair? I'm like, whenever I can, but I'll be doing school from 9 to 4 every day. And so what I have started doing was, I used to open at 10. So I started back opening up at 9 so I can get myself back in the excitement of getting up at 9 o'clock, which I'd be up, but I just had the luxury of not having to be there till 10. So I don't mind going to work at 9 and teaching.
And then after you've been open about a year or two, you'll be able to get the VA. Yes.
Oh, and also I've been brainstorming with another one of the mastermind people, which is 𝗙𝗏𝗘 Jordan. And we've been learning a lot of information. I love her. She called me every day, and she still has online classes for anybody that want to take the course. And but you have to have a Georgia license. That's what I asked her last night, because I wanted to let her know I was going to be on here telling people about it. And I know some people want their instructor license. So she's still offering a course online due to COVID. So I would take advantage of that. 𝗷𝗵𝗰 Beauty Academy is available for you.
Now, after you've been open for 18 months, you can apply for NACAS. And then your third year, you'll be accredited, and you'll be in position for the government to give you $20,000 to $25,000 per student.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, Lord. I know I'm conditioning myself for that. So I've been taking every Wednesday, every mastermind class that you give us. You always have some good information. So I've been taking care of my health.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I've been doing smoothies and the juicing. I went to the health food store. I'm so glad that I did that. The same week that I
had Tim Johnson International. Keep talking because I'm gonna show it to everybody.
The same week, Tim Johnson International came on and told us about the 60 pounds that he lost and everything. I got more serious because I was already doing the smoothies. So he talked about all the stuff that's in some of the smoothies, and so I kind of changed it up how I was doing it. And then I'll be juicing, following him. I signed up for his program too. And
I took his challenge.
yeah.
I did it for 10 days and lost 10 pounds in 10 days. The cold pressed juice with the gallon of spring water. He lost 60 pounds in 60 days. And he talked about it. The beauty industry, he was saying we're the most unhealthiest profession.
Mm-hmm. Unhealthy.
So keep telling us about what you're doing.
I'm working out. I'm getting up. That's why I've been conditioning myself to get up. I've been getting on my elliptical, working out, and I want to get on the scale when I go back to the doctor because I plan on telling them I don't need my medicine what they give me no more.
Because you know they tried to put him on all that medicine.
Yeah, I'm only on one medicine, which is an infusion, but what happened?
We still see you.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm only on one medicine. I don't like it, and I'm ready to get it. It doesn't bother me. I just don't want it to cause any other problems.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been eating better. I do 2 smoothies a day, and I did myself a challenge not to eat out, and I didn't eat out all week for a whole 7 days. That's a long time.
That's good.
Yeah, for somebody that eat out like almost every day. So I did good. And if I do eat out, I'll go get a sub or a wheat bread or something that's healthy, not like you say, the food that don't digest.
So how have you been feeling?
I'm feeling good because I've been waking up. I've been sleeping all night, and when I went to the health food store, they call it's a health food store. I got some tea and some immune support. It's a powder that you put in your smoothie. All of these things, they help me sleep. I've been sleeping really good, and I've been setting my timer to see how long I sleep with my watch, and it's keeping up with how long I sleep. So I've been getting about 8 hours of sleep, and that was one of the things that he said that's important, and it has been giving me a lot of strength. This week I've been really busy. I know I did a lot of clients, and I wouldn't have been able to do it if I wasn't well rested and well eating well. So
you gonna keep this up?
Yeah. I will be down. I'm gonna be losing more. I'm gonna be losing more weight. I'm gonna probably be losing about 60 pounds myself. That's my goal.
Okay, you can do it.
Yeah, thank you. I'm working towards it.
Now, what else would you like to share? Tell us about you writing a book, becoming an author.
The book. I know that it would be more income.
Now, how did you come out of that shell? Because when I first met you, Sharonda, you were a little shy.
I've been working on it. I've been working on it real good.
It's like you went from Linda Carter to this Wonder Woman, this Superwoman now. So what happened?
I needed to just push myself to be more mature, more confident, and more trusted of my instinct, and not have to figure out what other people think I should do. And really, I'm gonna be honest. You remember the first time I went live and I was scared, and the first time I was nervous. And what made me from that night, it changed me because some of the people that did not want me to go live made me stronger. And I say they made me stronger because some people want to spoon feed you, and I don't know what the motive is behind it, but nobody could control your destiny and nobody could get you where you want to go but you. And I got on another mastermind call with Mr. Dudley. I talked to him and I asked him a question. And I said, do you think it's smart to open up a school during this here virus? And you know, he's very old. And he said, yeah, you can open a school anytime you want to open a school. It's up to you how you do it. Are you willing to push yourself and work yourself to get what you want? And I mean, something just struck in me and it woke up in me and made me feel good and confident, because he's a big, powerful person in this industry. And for him to tell me that, it just made me feel real good. I felt more confident in myself, and I don't have to worry about asking for permission from nobody, because nobody has the key to my destiny but me. So I said, forget, all the haters and all the naysayers, and I'm just gonna go forward with whatever open door comes for me is for me, and nobody can't take it away.
Because God has put it inside each and every one of us.
Yep.
It's up to us to bring it out.
Yes.
And whatever God says is going to be, it's going to be.
Yep. Yeah. So from that first live, and it really hurt me, but that's why I went to school, to be a educator too. Because I want people to know that they're getting good information for somebody that's educated. And I'm going to be here every step of the way to make sure you get money in your account too, just like me. Don't be fooled by how I talk. I'm a very soft-spoken person. That's because I'm from the heart. When you're dealing with people that speaks from the heart and loves, that don't mean I had another life before this. And if I have to shoot you or cut you or pull my deer out, I will. But I like to be humble and I like to be meek, but that don't mean I'm gonna be pushed over. So a lot of people take that wrong when they, see me or hear me talking, but that don't mean I'm dumb or slow. So I just like being who I am. I don't have to walk around with a chip on my shoulder all the time, and we're blessed, highly favored. I decided that's what my book was going to be about. God did it because he did so many things in my life. And I want to share that with people. It's time for people to start getting the things that they deserve and start coming out of these shells and stop letting people have so much power over them with things that they pushing down on them, making them feel less than. And that's why I like being in your group. Because you don't make people feel less than. You make people feel above.
We are above. We're a child of God. We can do anything. Anything we put our mind to, we can do it no matter what we've been through, what we experience. I don't care, divorce, depression, molestation, prison. Hell, welcome to the fraternity. Welcome to the sorority. With God, we can do everything. There's nothing that we cannot do. Well, once you have a made up mind and you believe in that higher power, with God on your side is more than the world against you. So yeah, we got to come out that shell.
Yep. So
I stop you but yourself. That's what's stopping us.
Ever since that first live, and that was when this first shutdown happened, I was like, I don't care what nobody say. I'm gonna be on whatever platform God allowed me to be on. If somebody want me to come on there and talk about it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep my school open. And look, God about to let me open up a real whole brick and mortar school, not just digital. So thank y'all.
Well, we thank you.
Yeah.
What advice, any other advice would you give the viewers? Women.
I would give the viewers, like, if you dream about something that you want to do, I always wanted to write a book. Just do it. it's so many ways that you can write a book, start writing, and then Millionaire Barber, he has a program for you. He could teach you how to do it fast, you know. Do it. Don't hesitate, because the biggest place that all the dreams are is in the grave. Don't take it to the grave. Put it out here and leave your mark on this world. And don't be afraid either, because don't let your mind be boggled with negativity. You know, start listening to some positive things every day, positive, inspirational people. We got enough negative stuff in this world. I think people should write a book, because I promise you, people just they don't even know how to. They see me and it's stiffen up now. They don't know what to do or say. It's like this is good, because these are some of the people that had all the wrong words to say, you know. But I've got so much inspiration behind writing from what's in my heart and putting it in words. And I'm working on the next book, and I'm excited about that. So, and it's bringing in income. And so it's like multiple streams of income coming in, and it's a blessing.
What would you tell the people that are scared, or women that are scared? They may be in a bad relationship. They may have these kids. They have a lot of, I wouldn't say excuses, but obstacles or things. What would you tell them? I
tell them, if they ever had field day at school and they jumped over hurdles, and the hurdle might have failed, or they failed, get up, dust yourself off. And you see how I look tonight? I got in the mirror today. I made a video. I did my own hair. Whatever it takes to make you feel good. Don't let people distract you or discourage you.
And you look good. You know that, Sharonda.
I feel good, because I'm not letting nobody have power over me no more. No situation, no bills, no boyfriend, no husband, no children, no women, no haters, nobody. You got to take care of you. And as women, I speak to the women, if we get 40 and up, we start feeling like we're old, but we're not old. I was in the room with Bishop T.D. Jakes one year. It was like last year. He did a leadership program. I was in the room. And he told me, the first thing he started talking about was the beauty and hairdresser. And I said, oh, I know he was talking to me. And he said, if you're gonna be the best hairdresser you could ever be, he said, I don't even care if you make cupcakes, be the best cupcake maker you could ever be. And when he spoke that into me, I mean, something leaped, and I went and wrote that book. And just don't let nobody distract you. And I know that's easier said than done. I spent the whole year this year giving myself affirmations, and you should buy that book. God Did It, because it talks about giving yourself affirmations every day. Tell yourself how beautiful you are, how smart you are, how intelligent you are, how you will be successful. And whatever successful means to you, you will do it one day. And it's not going to happen overnight, but it will happen. I don't care if it takes 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. And if you have a habit or a problem or issue, start chiseling off of that elephant one bite at a time, because it's not going to change overnight. You didn't create it overnight, so it's not going to change overnight. Yep. Sometimes I had things, and I created this world for me, because I can remember one time I'd be in a room with people and I didn't even know how to obtain myself, because I felt like they were so above me. Now, wherever I go, I carry my own self, and then people just like, you gotta bring in there and be an atmosphere changer. Instead of letting people change your atmosphere, you change the atmosphere.
You gotta be a thermostat. You set the temperature in the room.
Temperature, yep. And don't be all uppity and acting silly. but be the atmosphere changer. And then all of the right energy and people will gravitate to you. If you're negative, you're going to draw in all of that negative stuff. You wondering why all this stuff keep happening. Oh, it keep happening because you doing all these things and you know it. Don't do it. Be positive. And positive feeds positive.
What would you say to somebody that's connected to a negative person?
I would say if you connected to a negative person and I don't know the situation, if it's dangerous, get out. You do not need to stay. If it's somebody that you love and you want to try to work it out, then you got to always maintain your positivity. You come home, you set the atmosphere. Like I said, be the thermostat. Set the atmosphere. You know, if you've been with somebody a long time, you know what triggers them. You know it's going to make them act a fool, and you know it's going to make them feel happy. If you know they like ice cream, keep ice cream in the freezer. If you know if you know they're a mad man or a mad woman, but whatever makes her happy, if roses make her happy, put them roses on the table. You gotta be in there if you're gonna stay. But if you're gonna leave, just leave and don't look back.
You said don't look back, because in the Bible, in Sodom and Gomorrah,
yeah,
even the people that look back turn to stone.
Turn to stone.
Look back.
Don't look back.
Talk about focus and distractions. With Nehemiah was building the wall.
Yeah.
Because God had put that inside of him. And every time God gives us a vision to do something, he was building the wall, and these people down here trying to distract him.
Yep.
But he had to stay focused. Now, how do you stay focused on this vision, this dream that God gave you, and there are distractions on the left and on the right?
I'm going to show you. This is my Bible. And I'm in the same room that I come in here every night, and I have a secret place. This is how I do it. I don't know what you will do, but if you believe in the Most High God, give him some of your time. He will make all your dreams and your visions come true, but you got to do your part. That's what I do. I commit my life to Christ a long time ago, but you have to have a balance. You can't be walking around, humming and hemming all day. When you put your vision, write the vision and make it plain, and then he will make your gifts, it'll make room for you. So figure it, balance it.
Okay. What would you say to, because we got a lot of women on here, I see.
Okay.
Say to a woman that's in a challenge, and I'm not gonna say a bad relationship, a challenging relationship.
A woman that's in a challenging relationship, and if you're in a challenging relationship, I've been in a relationship for 12 years, and I face a lot of challenges. I would tell her to take the focus off the relationship. Don't focus on the relationship. You got that. You have the relationship. Now put the focus back on you and God. Put the focus back on you. Because now you don't know what kind of outfit you like. You don't know what to put on every day from one day to the next. You mismatch from head to toe. Now I'm speaking to the woman now. Your hair's jacked up. Your teeth falling. They need to be fixed, clean. Start taking care of you. Your feet, you probably need to be done. Your nails need to be done. And then you don't have to have all the acrylic, but you need to take care of you. Take the focus. You have that. If you've been in it over 5 years, that's yours. He's not going anywhere. But start focusing on you. healthy eating, and then stop responding to everything. Everything does not require a response. Because a lot of times, this right here, it gets us in trouble. So don't respond. A woman is mature than men. I have to be honest.
Right.
A woman is more mature than a man. If you want to be right all the time, it's all right. Put the ice cream in the refrigerator or whatever it is they like the most. Always keep it in the house, I'm telling you. But take the focus off of you. I mean, off the man, off the relationship, and put the focus back on you. So you can find out what it is that you like, what you want to do, what dream do you have, what goals. And that don't mean just forget it, but take the whole focus off of it, and it'll start working itself out. You still gonna have to clean, cook. You're gonna have to keep doing all of that. But the whole focus is fogging up your mind. You don't even know which way you're going. You're all over the place. So just put the focus on you. And put the focus on your relationship with God. And your relationship will keep growing and building.
Okay. Now, do you have any time for Q&A? If not,
Yeah, I got time.
All right, so we're gonna open up the floor for question and answer.
A person to get my information organized for a long time.
So what did you think when I was gonna refer people? Did you think they were gonna, what did you think?
I have been like, this is not the first mastermind that I've been in, but this is the first mastermind that has the most integrity. And I really get emotional because when we invest in ourselves, we don't have a lot of money to play with. And I don't want to bring up names of people, but they refer you to people and it's not what they say it is. So everybody that you referred me to so far have been legit people and real business minded, and they have been expediting everything that I need.
Everybody that I refer to you all are people that I've personally dealt with for years. And my name means too much to me. And I would never refer anybody to y'all that I have not dealt with.
Yeah, I'm
personally.
I have had some challenges, and I'm still on faith. Like, I make money, but I don't make money to just throw it away. And I'm just grateful that I found this mastermind. I'll be telling people everywhere I go, I'm in a mastermind program with a millionaire. He got like 100 student owners in there, and we just love each other. I just enjoy that. If you're not in the mastermind program and you're just snooping around trying to figure this out on your own, because I snooped around for about a year and a half. But I was like, I need to make sure, because like I don't have money to play with. So I finally took a leap of faith, and I was like, there's no way. And Stay Ready, she made me out a believer. Because she's so blunt and straightforward, and she's genuine. And I believe she'll come to Tennessee and cut you if she had to. Because that's how that's just how her personality is. But I just like watching her and her business just boom open. And it's like, gosh, because I watched her from the beginning. And I was like, man, I'm going to be next. I'm serious. I kept telling myself that. And so I just decided, and then they asked me that. They was like, where did this investment right here go? Because they saw it on my thing. I said, the salon, it paid for me to go to school and to get further education. So this is the mastermind that I'm in. Oh, they was like impressed. So I'm just I need to pinch myself because it's like, is this a blessing? And like I said, I've been in several other masterminds, and I mean, it's been like scrambling eggs. You know, they bring people in and they never dealt with, but they refer you, and then they'll tell you on the side, well, I don't really know them, but you know, you can take a risk. What? You already referred me to invest in these people. So I really, I mean, I'm just grateful. And then I met somebody in your program that I went to school, and I have been to that school, and I completed the program at 𝗹𝗶𝗰𝗇 Academy. I couldn't talk for a whole day. When my diploma came in the mail, I was stuck. And she called me the next day. She was like, "You all right?" I was like, she was like, "Yeah, it's real people out here. It's still genuine people in the world." And I appreciate that. And I told her, I'll let everybody know, whoever need to go to school, go to 𝗹𝗶𝗰𝗇 Academy, and if they want their instructor license. And I didn't want to put my diploma on there yet until this ad start running. And I put all of that on there because I got pictures. So when I went and toured her school, got a nice school. I drove there. I got up 4 o'clock in the morning, and I got there. I was like on live wire. I was like, "Hey, I made it." And then she sat me down, and then had the people give me a massage. I got a facial, and they did my feet and nails. I was like, this is insane. But it was just, I'm just amazed. And so then we got to the, to the business, because I had to do a lot of schoolwork that week. Now I'm waiting on my thing so I can go to state board and take the state test.
Okay. I guess you answered Misha's question.
Yes, get in the best program, Misha. You will not, you'll be so proud of your own self. Man, I just can't make this up. It's the best program that I've been in all of my 20 years. I spent a lot of money going to hair shows and different things, and I invested in myself there. So I shifted the way I did my business and my investments. I started investing in my future. So I don't know how long you've been in this industry, but you need to decide how long you want to be behind this chair. If you the longer you delay, that's the longer you're gonna be in the salon instead of in the school. So make your decision while you have the opportunity, because of COVID. There's so many ways you can do this investment and not lose. Because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even use the money that I had saved. I used the money from SBA, and they gave you 30 years to pay that back. So
3 years you'll be accredited, getting 20, 25,000 per student, or $10,000 Pell Grant per student. Now that's really gonna be a blessing when they're wiring a $10,000 grant and another 10 or 15,000 student loan money to your bank account.
Yes.
Just to train to do what you love to do, plus the clinic floor money. When you start getting 100,000 a month, 50,000 a month, 200,000 a month, that's gonna, from 3 cents an hour I was cutting hair in prison, sodas and snacks. My best month when I had to school, $431,000 in 1 month.
Ooh.
Yes, August of 2013. I'll never forget that month.
Yeah.
So once you get accredited, God's really gonna blow on that thing.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the money, the lives that you impacted and changing these young women and men the pillar you are to the community. Tell us the respect level, how people view you now, with you being a school owner and published author. Have you noticed the shift?
Yes, I have noticed the shift, and some's been good, some haven't, but it's good to know who you are keeping company with. It's good to know who people are. So those that shifted the other way is fine. Those that shifted towards me is fine. I need the people that want to support me and push me and see me go even higher around me. I don't need nobody with the negative, and they already know. Like I said, I'm soft-spoken, but I don't mind, you know, shedding the light on negativity and pushing it out the door real quick. So yeah, they it's just a lot of stiffness, because people remember who you were instead of who you are. And they know that you committed and made sacrifices to change and live your life a certain way. They see it. But then once they see you being blessed because of it, it kind of make them numb. They stiffen up and just be looking to see what, I don't know what they're looking for. So usually, and I'm a loner, I'll be around a group of people, but I'll be off, you know, reading or studying or something. I like to do that, and they know that. I always been that way. I didn't just get that way. So they like, just standing there looking. Because I don't be around a lot of people. So I have had people come by, and where I have those purple chairs at, I have them with the window open so people could look. I let the guy clean the window the other day, so they'll pull up, they'll go look, and then they'll walk by the salon and look, and I just look. It's like, oh, it's funny.
Do they say anything?
Yeah, one like I said, one of my aunts, she'd come get her hair did, and she came over this week, and she was like, oh, so did anybody get that building over there yet? And guess what I said? No, not yet. I don't know what they're doing over there. And then she looked, and I looked, and then after the people left us, because I don't just do all that huffing and puffing in front of people. So after some of the other people left out, I said, you know, I told you I was getting a school, so that's my building over there now. And she was like, oh. And I already know she knew. She knew because her daughter already been over there. I was just laughing. I was like, she know. And I'm going to act like I don't know too. So, and it's a small town that I'm in. So a lot of word of mouth get around fast. But it doesn't matter where you are. Like Mr. Dudley told me on that conference call, it just matters what you're going to do with who you are and how you're going to treat people, how you're going to treat your workers. And we all have to make money, pay them good. I mean, he just poured into me that day, and I was invited on the call, and they said, anybody got a question? I was the first one. Yeah. Because I like to hear people pushing you, and I know that's what he do. I have pictures with him too, and I know he been to your house.
Been to his.
Yep. You've been to his.
Yeah, I've been to his in 1998. Yeah. I went to his business class. I was 26 years old when I opened my school, and I went to that class. And I stayed in his house. It was a mansion.
Yeah, he got it.
He had a maid, and these big gates opened up. And there were about 10 houses in this gated subdivision. Wow. And every morning we got up to walk. And there was a mansion down there at the very end.
Yeah.
Had a swimming pool in the back, and it was for sale. And I got to go inside it because it was for sale, and it had 8 bedrooms, 7 baths, had 3 levels, big old master suite, tub sunken in the floor like Scarface. I was 26 years old.
Yeah.
And to this day, that house, I took pictures of it. I still have it at home. It's the exact replica of the house I bought my mama.
Wow.
That's how God works.
Yeah.
And when I opened that school, I didn't have a lot. I opened it on faith. You don't make decisions based on the facts. Facts, hell, I'm a black man, convicted felon, had no money, no job, no driver's license. The facts, you're supposed to have a job, and that's it. But it doesn't matter what the facts are, it's what God says.
That's right.
I never forget being around Mr. Dillon in that book, Walking by Faith. I am, I can, and I will. If he did it back when wasn't too long ago with Jim Crow, slavery, and all this stuff, heck, he already did the hard part. So there was an indication that we could do it. And I saw that big old campus that he had, cafeteria, all of this stuff. He didn't have not one mansion, 2 side by side. And just being in that house and seeing a man that looks like me, it lit a fire. And he talked about eagles. You know, you say you by yourself a lot. Eagles roll by themselves. Ducks roll in packs. It's lonely at the top. Yeah. And you talked about it hadn't all been good. Well, people shoot at eagles, but they feed pigeons. So you all expect to be shot at, expect to be talked about in the barber shop and beauty shop. If they ain't talking about you in the barber shop and beauty shop, you're not doing good enough. You got to do something to make them talk about you. You got to do something to make them hate you. So we got to dream like a fool. Just like TD Jakes said, dream like a fool. Think big. Because God, you can do anything. So we got to just keep walking by faith and believing. But yeah, I just talked to Mr. Dudley actually 2 weeks ago. But I remember that. What else you want to share with him? Anything else?
All of those that are in the beauty industry, I always heard, and I said myself, when you're working and you're doing what you love, you never work a day in your life. So don't be afraid to transition over. You're not going to be out of the hair industry. You still will be in it if you want to do the school. And you have to have a compassion for people and want to see people soar like eagle, like you. If you want to soar like an eagle, you're going to have to want to push people to soar just like you. Yeah.
Get out of that nest. Like you said, you got out of that nest.
Yeah, I got out of that nest. I was like, I'm not going to do that. Because I know when I had that opportunity to open up the academy online, and I got that from taking your course, I was like, this God. And I prayed about it, and it was so many things trying to stop me from doing it. But if I would have stopped, if I wouldn't have did it, and I would say, I don't want to do it, those people, because I don't even know them. They're on the internet. That's crazy. I wouldn't have my instructor diploma. I wouldn't be an instructor. And this was just in May. So just take a leap of faith. And I always know that when you're taking a leap of faith, there's always going to be fear. But you got to put your faith over the fear. Fear goes down there, faith goes up.
Somebody said, did you submit your business plan to SBA for the school and then apply for the loan, or before or after?
What happened was the people that own the building that I have, they want to sell it. So I submitted my business plan. They said before I open the school?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, kinda. Because I already have the school. I just have to get some more of the steps done. So it's all in the same time frame.
Okay.
Yeah, I submitted a business plan. It was like, where did you get this business plan? I said, myself.
See, 2 attorneys did that. Ms. Bell had paid 2 attorneys a lot of money to do that business plan. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, I know you told me that. And then I heard about the guy in Des Moines, Iowa.
They tried to take that business plan from him.
Yeah.
He told them no.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They said, where did you get this? Who did this for you? I said, I did it myself. Because I kept putting I in it. When I went in there and copied and pasted, I put Sharonda and I, and they was like, who's the I? Who's that person? I said, that's the higher power. But I meant to do it like that. So they was like, this is a really good 95% of the people that come in here. I mean, you already ready. You know. And then the numbers, because like I said, I'm still doing cosmetology, but the salon is doing really great numbers. Yeah, already at almost 6 figures, and by the end of this fourth quarter, I should be at 6 figures running a salon. So, and I don't have booth renters or nothing. It's just me, and I'm not bragging, but it's just facts. So they was like, some hairdressers, I bet my hairdresser making more money than me too. And I say, yeah, they might be. And but it's just, she was just shocked by that too.
Okay, that was now Cynthia, who you talk about, stay ready. She's done 200 and something thousand this year.
Yeah, I'm almost at 100,000, a little over.
She hadn't done any nails.
Yep, and I'm just the school isn't running yet. That's just off doing hair.
But imagine when you have all of these ladies, 10 or 20 ladies working 30 to 40 hours a week.
Yeah. They're ready too. They're so excited. A lot of them, they know me because it's a small town. They saw, I lived in the trailer park, and I posted a video. I was on Section 8 at one point for a little while. I was a single parent, and I lived the way they lived at, and now I don't. And I got people, I told them I'm gonna teach y'all how to, go get a home, purchase a home, do your taxes correctly. I'm gonna teach you how to invest your money, not go spend it every week on clothes and stuff. I'm gonna teach you how to have a salon and a boutique, so you'll have, more money coming in, not just from hair. I'm gonna teach them how to even get their book published and write that, and baby steps.
So you're gonna be cloning yourself.
Yeah, and what I did when they came Monday, and I dressed up real good, and they know I like to dress up, so they came and they dressed up. I said, all right, now I want y'all to take a tour of this salon, because this is what you're gonna own one day. And they was like, wow. They was running. They filled out the paper so fast. Then they went over there because the newspaper was right beside me. And in my salon, I sell clothing, hair product, hair, wigs, mannequin heads, the wig stand. It's so packed in there. I got it packed in there because there was one guy they just killed. His name was 𝗪𝗵𝘁 𝗁, and I didn't even know him. But I learned him when he died in the marathon. I like his, I love what he was doing. He was helping his community. And that's my dream. I want to help my community. And when they showed his store, he had stuff packed up to the roof. That's how my salon look right now. I said, I'm gonna buy up everything. I'm gonna buy it because it's a drought in wigs. It's a drought and you can't even find hair. They can't find frontals. I see people posting that, but all of that stuff that they can't find, I started buying it as soon as the drought, as soon as they shut down. I ordered so much stuff from China. Right when they, not China, but some of my vendors, I ordered a lot of stuff, and then some of my vendors in the US, they're from India. I ordered some from them, and I got enough stuff to hold me down for a little while. Yep. And then the book. So you gotta have multiple streams of income. And I've been hearing that for a while, so I've been working on that. Yep.
Well, that's gonna be great, you cloning yourself. That's the great thing about being a school owner. You can clone yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna clone myself. So that's why I didn't close the salon yet. I want them to see exactly what they can do. I said you could dress it up to your own liking, your design, but this is the format, this the blueprint. I gotta get used to using it. This is the blueprint that you're gonna have once you leave my school. And then the people at the bank, well, what makes you so different from all these other competition? I said, because nobody is teaching how to do hair replacement. I said, you see these numbers over here on this profit and loss statement? Oh, yes, I see it. Oh, I said, that's the difference right there. That's what I'm going to be teaching my students, how to become certified hair replacement specialists also. Oh, okay. Yep. And then they did a analysis, and they had all this information about 𝗕𝗿𝗁, and then they did an analysis in the email. I'm gonna email it to you. And they said, this is the projections. The projection was already almost exact what's on that business plan. The projections is already, I'm like, all right, I already have those projections.
If they purchase the 𝗕𝗿𝗁 franchise right now, is $1.6 million. Okay?
Right.
All of that information, if you became a 𝗕𝗿𝗁 franchisee, the documents and everything that's in the back office are almost synonymous. That's the type of information that you all are getting in y'all's hands. Y'all getting the same Uzi and rifle that they got. So it puts you on an even playing field going to war. So a lot of people don't realize what's in their hands and at their disposal, what they can touch. So, yes.
Yeah. And then they asked me, how are you gonna fund your employees? And so, like I said, I've been talking to Miss Jordan, and we just was on the phone, and she told me how the employees is gonna get funded. And so I emailed them right back. Sure. Let them know how the employees get funded. They didn't email me back yet. But it's a program that I already was using at the salon. They send people to me. Yeah. They send people to work for me, and they pay them to work at my business. Same program will be working for the school too. And so I don't have to, come out of the pocket. That's gonna help me. I'm like, I already did the math. I could pay this rent for a year or two, and then I'll be able to get the VA. So I'm excited.
It's over.
Yeah. Yep. My daddy even came. He came down there and brought his wife 2 outfits and a book, and he wasn't real happy when I left his business, because I bring value. I add value where I am, and that's what I like to tell people. Don't be a drainer. Add value everywhere you go, and then it'll come back to you. So he came in there. oh, I'm so proud of you. Oh, Lord. I should have went to school to teach. I say, you still can. But he almost 70.
Hey, he get his license. My whole family got their license.
Yeah.
Everybody. I put everybody in my school.
Mm-hmm.
All other people do it.
Yep. Yeah.
We have our family.
Just like the White House right now, full of family. Whole
Right.
Trump.
God bless you.
His family.
Take care of family.
Yep. So I'm just excited, and I thank you for having me on.
Well, I thank you for joining us, and I thank you for sharing. How would you like to leave us tonight? Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I know how you want to leave us tonight. You had the last words.
Well, I want to wish everybody a happy and safe holiday. Stay encouraged and take power over your joy. Don't forget your thermostat is in the control of you. So keep your joy, your peace, and your happiness. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you very much, Sharonda.
Thank
God continue to bless you all. Bye-bye.
Bye, Chen.
Bye-bye.